All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 20.
First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. There it is, touchdown Detroit! The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Ty Johnson now to return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. Wilson carried by Brandon Cooks. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 22. And the Bills have a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First turn of the game for James Cook. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Working quickly here.
More yards. That's another Bills.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
That's his, and he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Bills finish off their opening drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Lions have a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground.
Quarterback of his renown, kid, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. Quick slant, that's Williams. And they get this down to the 28. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Lions. 1st down. A gain of 14.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Offense in a hurry up here.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Going deep here for the end zone. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions break the tie here in the 1st. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now with Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Dawson.
Tough one to retain through that hit. So 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Allen off the play action. He's got it along the sideline. This is not going to help their cause. They had a 3rd down. He's out of bounds, lost a yard too.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Allen on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Goff on 1st and 10. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Looking quickly here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Goff. Hits him on the in route. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 1 quarter away so far. The Lions out in front. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment.
First down, Lions.
Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Goff to the air now. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And the Lions first down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. Amon-Ra St. Brown to touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Bill 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Play action now. Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Chicago Bears.